Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Zemor, the dad in DPS, and as you've probably guessed by the lack of the rusty pick in the background, or Murgamurg, we are doing another episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Scrip. Now, this is a weapon that we didn't get this week, mainly because the weapon that we did get this week, I feel like I've done way too many of those types of weapons recently, so I don't want to do another one. Railway rifle. So we're going to try something else from a different week and see how it goes. But before we get into that, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And check my links below for my other stuff. But yeah, let's get on with it. Enter the Michael Baby Maker. So today's weapon is a two-shot, 25% faster fire rate, 90% reduced weight missile launcher. It has quad barrel, targeting computer, and stabilizer on there for a combination of ammo and the need to not aim the damn thing. This weapon hurts. Anything you point it at is probably going to die in a fireball only Michael Bay could make, in most cases. So yeah, it is a very powerful weapon. It has a few upsides, and definitely a few downsides, but we'll get more into that in the near future. Ammo. So the two-shot missile launcher. Now this weapon is incredibly powerful, incredibly devastating, has quite a good range on it, but it has a few downsides, as I previously stated. Now, when it comes to the targeting computer, I can literally lock onto an enemy. You'll hear that noise that you're probably hearing in the background, or you'll see a visual effect of like a little red diamond appear above the enemy. That means it's locked on, and then I can fire just about anywhere in the local area and it'll usually fly towards them. It has the downside that it can't obviously go around walls, and the damage sometimes gets bugged out and you see 1 or 2 displayed as what the weapon's doing. It's not. It's doing a lot more than that, but that's what you're seeing. So it's very hard to actually say exactly how much damage this thing is doing per shot because it's just not telling me. And then I'm not even entirely certain that the damage it's showing for the most part is accurate. I don't know if it's 500, I don't know if it's maybe even 600, 700. It's very hard to say. All I know for the most part is enemies drop in one hit. Now, the downsides to this weapon is that the ammo is not the cheapest to craft. It's also not the easiest to find. Don't get me wrong, if you're anything like me on other characters, you end up dropping a load of missile ammo. But that's not anything to do with this specific character because I'm going to be using the missile ammo. So there's no real easy way and an inexpensive way to farm it. The only real way to get it is to craft it, and if you try and farm it, you're just going to spend a lot of time doing so. So it is a bit of a pain in the butt with that. On top of that, the durability bug is back in game, and because that's back in game, this weapon breaks really easily, so you would be constantly repairing it. So that it does have some downsides, but obviously for damage output, it is pretty damn impressive. So the build for the most part is just your basic heavy build. We do have Ordnance Express and Lock and Load for carry weight and reload speed instead of things like Expert Heavy Gunner, because that doesn't boost the type of damage that we've got. Now we also have Grenadier for basically the blast radius of the explosions from the missiles, Demolition Expert for more damage, and Stabilized on here because in Power Armor you're going to get that armor pen and better accuracy. Doesn't really apply to the missile launcher in terms of accuracy, but still works. Then in the last bit we've got Bloody Mess and One Gun Army for anything that doesn't die in one hit. Most things I will expect to die in one hit. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty standard. So as usual when testing a weapon, we will come over to our big old friend Larry. Now with this weapon I don't really need to aim it as much, so we'll get to see exactly how this is going to shatter his skull and break his back, if he'll get up out of his fat ass puddle. Come on, wake up. Alright, I'll just blast you into oblivion then. So that's one clip away. Let's see how many more we need. Oh! Well, that's 5 shots and he's dead. Good to know. let's move on to the Mirelurks. So, the Mirelurk Queen, as usual, we are just gonna wire into her and see what happens. 4 shots into her, and that's about a quarter of her health away. Obviously, because of the way this works, I can actually just bombard her from a distance, hide behind cover, and just fire in. Yeah, it deals with her pretty effectively as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the way to go. Now normally this is the part of the video where I go about how daily ops is fantastic for this weapon and it's just fantastic for daily ops in general. This is not true for missile launchers. You don't get the ammo dropping, so you don't really get anything, you just get random ammo. So there's no point using it in daily ops. There are much better options in regards to doing that, especially on a heavy build. I would definitely recommend taking a quad broadsider or some sort of auto grenade launcher instead, and then scrapping that in the ammo converter in order to get yourself more missiles. I don't even know if you can get missiles in the ammo converter, but if you can, yeah, it's the better way to do it. It's just not worth it taking this thing into daily ops. If I'm honest, the weapon as a whole is something that's really fun to use, but you really need to put a little bit more effort into actually using it because of the ins and outs of how missile launchers work and the way to get ammo. If you're looking for ammo, your best bet, killing mobile miners or crafting it. Outside of that, there's not really much else I can say in regards to it. It's just not a weapon for daily ops, don't get me wrong. It will kill and it will get enemies dead very quickly, but it's just not worth it in terms of what you're spending. So that was today's video, guys. As usual, if you could leave a like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. And just to confirm, you can get missiles from the ammo converter, so yeah, definitely worth using a broadsider in order to get that ammo and basically grind for it. But other than that, there's not really a good way of getting the ammo in general. Now, since we hit 1,000 subs, I've been looking into different avenues and things like that. So I do have a Patreon, so if you guys want to support the channel, definitely go on there and just have a little look. Obviously that is a very optional thing, and I encourage people to do it only if you can. And on top of that, I've recently made a Discord server. Now that is down in the description of the video for both of them. If you'd want to go take a look at them, go and head down there and I'd be very grateful. But yeah, in regards to the Discord server, it'd be great if you guys could join. It gives you a chance to chat with me and for me to get feedback and chat with you guys. It's also a place to potentially hang out and just talk in general. But yeah, with that, we'll catch you all next time in the Wasteland.